A scrapbook, memories of a way of life and a message. We'll explore that message and lifestyle on Attic Window in just a moment.
High in the house is a place memories are stored, and from which, beyond a far horizon, tomorrow's dawn can first be seen. The past and future come together here, for the attic window is the highest in the house.
If we're going to debunk the myth of a soft, indignant, arrogant America and show the world that we care about tomorrow, we've got to sing out our convictions loud and strong. With this statement, a group of students at Mackinac Island in the summer of 1965 began a song which can still be heard today. The original Sing Out 65 began with a cross-country tour, first by train, then by bus. Their songs spread a message taken to heart by many. By 1968, local sing-out casts had sprung up not only throughout the United States and Canada, but throughout South America, Europe, Asia, and Africa as well. In March of 1969, one such group was formed in Fond du Lac. In the past 7 years, members have come and gone, but the spirit remains the same. Is this a special spirit? Is it all song and dance? Or is it really a lifestyle? Welcome to Attic Window. My name is John Bredesen. I have with me today a sing-out group from Fond du Lac. And since they sat down, I think I'll join them. This is a beautiful group. Watching them sing while I was coming over here, it's kind of infectious, very toe-tapping. On my left is a young lady named Sandy Bogart. She is the current director of the Fond du Lac Sing-Out group. And I'd like to ask you and the rest of you, if you'd like to chime in, some questions about the group, because frankly, I'm not that familiar with it, and I think that maybe we could answer some of these questions today. First of all, Sandy, I'll direct this one to you first. Specifically, give me a little history about Sing Out, where it came from. We heard a little bit at the very beginning, but I think maybe you could fill in a little bit.
Okay, well, Sing Out started in 1965 as a movement. Up With People, it was called then, and all the local casts were called Sing-Outs. And in about 1967 or so, I think maybe even a little later than that, we started breaking away, and Up With People went on its own, and we are not affiliated with them anymore. But in 1971, Sing-Outs got back together again as a national group, and that is called NAC, our National Action Council. And there's Sing-Outs from all over the country get together and discuss philosophies and problems that we have and changes in choreography and music and stuff like that. And right now we're the only sing-out in the state of Wisconsin. There used to be a lot of other ones, but we're the only one that's left. All the rest of them have died.
How many might there be nationally? Do you have any feeling of that? Are there really quite a few going?
Yeah, I would say, what do you think, 50? More than 50? I really couldn't tell you.
So it's really a pretty active group then.
Right.
Just Wisconsin happens to be devoid at this point. Tell me a little bit about your activities. What kind of things do you do? For whom do you sing? Anybody?
Well, we sing for local church groups. Well, basically we sing for anybody, really. I mean, we're a non-profit organization, so we just, we just sing for anybody. So we just accept donations as they go along. I mean, we sing for free if you want to.
Who might you have sung for, say, within the last 6 months or so? Can you think of some?
Wow, so many.
One group that stuck out in my mind was the Vietnamese group down in Fond du Lac. We sang at a church, and we really enjoyed doing that show. It was really fun.
What's the philosophy of the group? Is it just to keep kids off the street and to keep from letting air out of the tires? I mentioned that to you before. Or do you have a little deeper philosophy? Yeah.
Concerns about honesty and sincere love, self-discipline, and like all of our songs have a meaning, and what we do is like we sing our meaning. If we can go and sing our songs to a group of people and make one person believe it and go out and live his life with brotherhood and self-discipline and honesty, then we've achieved our goal.
Okay.
Another thing is we try to change other people or to change the world by first changing ourselves and making ourselves better people.
Okay. Anybody want to add anything else to that?
No. We're trying to make people understand that we're all equal and that we're going to try to accept people as they are, and that you're saying like, oh, you're no good, because we don't want you here. We're not trying to do that. We're trying to say everybody fits in everywhere, and that's how we want it to be in the future.
In other words, I'm me and you're you, and we're both good.
Right.
Okay.
We're all a family. We consider ourselves a family instead of a group. We're all that close.
Do you all, by any chance, go to the same high school, or is it are you drawn from?
That's what's kind of unique. Like all the high schools, junior highs, and everything in Fond du Lac, we have representation from every one of that. Even someone from North Fond du Lac. It's anyone in the area is allowed to join.
There's a certain age group.
Yeah, 14 to 21 is our age limit.
This is a nationally set.
No, this is local.
Oh, you determined
Right.
that locally.
There are a lot of other sing-outs nationally who have like college kids and everything else, and we don't.
You got a few here too.
Yeah, we have some here.
How was the college kids?
Oh yeah,
You go to the Fond du Lac campus?
some of them.
Yeah.
I do.
He does.
Great.
Basically, what our age limit does is, 14?
To 21.
It's 14 to 21, but one part of that is that if you're in before 21, you can stay in as long as you want. That's the one good thing about it,
Oh, that's
In other words, they can't kick you out after 21, which is really good.
If this,
Sing-out is a lifetime. I mean,
Yeah.
once you're in it, usually you're in it for your life because it means that much to you. It's not something that you just join in at a certain period of time, and then you're done with it, and that's the end of it. It goes on more.
That's kind of nice. That's kind of nice.
Right, and there's a lot of old members who aren't in Sing Out anymore who still, you know, when you say Sing Out, their eyes just light up because it really is. It's a time of life. You know, it's not just you live Sing Out, you feel it. You know.
so the basic program is approaching 10 years. Now, you said 1968, I believe. Somewhere along there for the basic sing-out.
Right.
Now, you mentioned, Sandy, a little bit about the national organization. Tell me a little bit more about that. Where is it headquartered?
Okay, we're incorporated in the state of Kansas, but we have conferences 3 times a year, and they're held all over the country. Each Sing-Out cast takes a conference and hosts it. And then we travel, like, we just got back, 4 of us from Virginia, and we spent a conference there. They're held during Thanksgiving, Easter vacation, and during summer. And, you know, people just...
Do you have to pay your own way to these programs? Or
Yeah, we try and raise money, but we're not usually too successful, so...
Well,
Sing-Out group will pay all the treasury, the transportation to the summer conferences, because those are most important.
Right.
And the rest comes out of our own pocket.
okay. Let's hear a little more music now. I think it's time we heard another song. We arrange that, do you think?
Sure. Chris, take it away.
There stood an old man, tears filling his eyes. They were tearing the courthouse down. He was saying goodbye. With everything changing, does anything stay the same? Oh, hope you can cling to someone who needs you, a love that can lead you every day. There goes a young man, he's walking alone, no place to look back to, he's gotta go on. With everything changing, does anything stay the same? Oh, hope you can cling to someone who needs you, a love that can lead you every day. For every ending is just a beginning. You know, and goodbye is just hello. Go talk to the old man, help him understand. Walk by the young man's side and lend him a hand. With everything changing, somewhere there still remains. Oh, hope you can cling to someone who needs you, a love that can lead you every day. Every day.
Thank you, Chris. That was beautiful. And I see what you're talking about, some of the songs. It tends to be a way of life and in the message that it has in it. It's very beautiful. Thank you again, Chris. Sandy, let's talk about the Fond du Lac chapter specifically. How many members do you have? How many people are here today?
Here today, I
Well,
don't
you know,
know.
okay.
We have approximately 50 people in the group right now. Some of them are
not active in the group, like they take a leave of absence and they go away to college and then they come back, but they're still considered in the singer. So it may not seem like you have it.
Okay, in other words, they maintain their membership within the group, and they're free to come back if their time permits and join in.
Do you have leadership directly from adults, or is it basically in the hands of the group itself?
Yeah, that's what's kind of unique about Sing Out, is that it is all run by the kids. We have two advisors, Mrs. Zielinski and Mrs. Hay, who basically just advise us. They help us sometimes with the legal aspects and setting up shows and stuff like that. But as far as being run as an organization, it's all done by kids. We have, our president is Carl Kirkman. He's a guitar player. Right back there, yeah. And over there, Patty Peterson is our secretary, and Jerry Miller is our vice president of business, and Dawn Detloff is our treasurer. She's not here right now. And Jeff Wrights is our vice president of production, and I'm the director. I think that was mentioned before.
Okay, so you have adults then that can give you advice, but the actual decisions then would be made yourself.
Right. We also just started a parents group who's helping us like raise money and stuff like that, who are really coming in helpful. We really appreciate their support. But other than that, we're really pretty independent.
Mm-hmm. Now you say you've sung for church groups and for the Vietnamese and things of this nature. Do you have any interesting upcoming engagements that some people might be watching this program?
Right. We're going down, in about 2 weeks, we're going down to Dubuque to sing. They have a sing out down there. Dubuque, Iowa has a cast, and they invited us down to come down and give an hour show with them. And so that's for the Dubuque Beautification Committee or something like that. So I don't know, but it should be very.
Did you have something else?
Well, what is it, the 24th, this is coming Saturday. This coming Saturday, we're going to Brilliant to do a show for them. A 2-hour show, yeah.
Right, sponsored by the Brilliant Optimists.
And I think we're really looking forward to that one. Because, well, a lot of our shows now, I'm glad we're starting to move around more. We're starting to go more or less out of the city. I mean, you stay in the city so long and then everybody really completely knows you, which is really good that they get to know you, but it's nice to get out of the city all around,
But a lot of people in Fond du Lac don't know us.
That's right.
They think we've all died out or something. We're just really kind of getting back, where people are recognizing the fact that we still are around, and that we still want to do what we did in the past. And we've been getting more shows.
How do you get your engagements? Do you have somebody that goes out and actively solicits, or is it just word of mouth?
Like at the beginning of the year, we send out letters, thanking them for having us for shows, and then inviting them to invite us back. Or like I've got one, like people ask me, that know me, if they've got a club or any of the members, if we'd come and sing for them.
I think it helps too that we're nonprofit. We're not expecting any money, so get Sing Out. We don't have any money. No.
Well, unfortunately, that can be a factor.
Right. Well, it's good because we don't mind.
The budgets of a lot of organizations, they just don't have a lot of money, and it's awfully nice. But you say you do willingly accept contributions.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I would imagine you've got not insignificant expenses at times. The clothes you're wearing, I don't know if you made them all yourselves, if they were purchased, the material.
The girls' uniforms were made by Mrs. Zielinski. The band uniforms, the shirts were made by Mrs. Peterson.
Mm-hmm. And these were all paid for by the Evening Optimists in Fond du Lac, who sponsor us. They take care of most of our expenses.
So you have kind of a parent organization. Wrong word, a sponsor.
Yeah, just an organization, they sponsor us.
That helps you along.
Right.
Oh, I noticed, and you may notice here that I've been honored with a button. I was quite pleasantly surprised when I walked into the studio. One of the people walked up and said, "Here, put this on and become one of us." And I kind of do feel that way. Where did the button come from?
Well,
it's Fond du Lac, so it's obviously not a national.
Originally, it came from, we started out thinking of ideas for a button. So what everybody did was went home and drew what they thought would be neat on a button. Well, this one here, which we picked, was drawn by Jim Wrights, our trumpet player over there. He is.
Jim, why don't you stand up for a second? Because I think
Right, we've got it designed here. And then we also just got some T-shirts. We just had some T-shirts with our logo on there.
The same logo,
Right,
essentially?
right on a white T-shirt, and it really looks neat. And a lot of the other sing-outs around the country are doing this too.
Good.
Really
Well, it's good advertising.
Yeah, we just
Oh, yeah.
adopted it last year before our 2-hour show in June. And we've got a lot of them left, and like we sell those at shows for whatever they want to give us. And it helps defray a lot of the costs. that we
Yeah.
have.
Now, like I said, I'm sure you must have significant costs at times. There's a lot of money tied up in electrical instruments here. Sandy, tell me a little bit about the music. Who selects that?
Okay, we do mostly Up With People music. We're still kind of affiliated with them. But we're trying to turn more to do sing-out music that other people have written within the different sing-outs, from all over the country. And hopefully we'll go to more original music that our own cast will write.
I was going to say, has anybody in the group, there's an awful lot of musical talent in
Right.
here listening. Has anybody written anything that's been done yet?
We've had
I
some...
predicted it will if you haven't. You're working
Yeah,
on it.
right.
Okay.
As far as putting the songs together, the band mostly puts them all together. I mean, like our capable band director, Jim, he is very capable as far as doing that. He really does a good job.
We might start doing some popular music too, but we have to make sure that we keep our message the same, We would be doing songs like the last song we'll be doing today here is Roads, and the song really has words that mean a lot to us. Like it tells us that, we're all the same, equal, and that eventually all sing-out people will get together, and I don't know.
Yeah,
Someone else
okay.
want to explain it?
Yeah.
It expresses the meaning of life, this song that we're going to do.
Good.
It tells
Okay.
people how we're equal and that stuff, and we'll accept it.
Good. I think we're to the point now where we could go into our last musical number. Okay. And having heard it in rehearsal, I know it's a good one.
None of us is born the same. We don't know why, it's the way we came. Every heart beats a little differently. Each soul is free to find its way, like a river that winds its way to the sea. For life is a journey, and there are many roads beneath the sky, and there are many good people who don't see eye to eye.
You and I are different from our brothers. Could that be why we need each other as we go along?
Everyone is partly right, and everyone is partly wrong.
Not every man can sing your tune. From where he stands, there's another view. With every turn, we're learning more, and perhaps we'll find that the walls we build are only in the mind.